Beneath the surface of all that is physical, there is a deeper pulse, a call, a whisper that stirs within you. It is the eternal longing of your soul, reaching across time and space, seeking the one who holds the other half of you. Before you were born into this life, before your body took shape in this world, you existed as pure energy, a radiant spark of light, and in that boundless light, there was another, a being who reflected you, your twin flame. Together you were whole, but as part of the divine plan, your soul chose to split, to venture into separate lifetimes, to experience growth, healing, and transformation. In this vast universe, we often think of ourselves as individuals, separate from one another, but the truth is, we are all part of the same source, woven together by the fabric of love, and twin flames. They are the very embodiment of this unity. They are the mirror of your deepest self, your soul's twin. And no matter how far apart you may be, there is always an invisible thread binding you, drawing you back together. The longing of the twin flames is not a fleeting desire. It is a deep, soulful ache. It is the pull of your essence, a reminder of the completeness you once knew, of the unity that awaits. This yearning is not about attachment or the desire for another person. It is the soul's calling, the search for union, for wholeness. And so, your journey begins with a quiet longing. Perhaps you have felt it throughout your life, a deep, unshakable sense that something is missing, a sense that there is someone, somewhere, who holds the key to your deepest self. This longing may show up in many ways: the feeling of being lost, of searching, of yearning for a connection that you cannot quite put into words. And yet, it is always there, sometimes in the background, sometimes at the forefront of your consciousness. In your quiet moments, when you feel most vulnerable, the longing becomes louder, clearer. It is the call of your twin flame, the one who shares your soul's blueprint, the one who is destined to meet you in this lifetime. As you drift deeper into this awareness, imagine yourself reaching out to this other half of you. Imagine the connection that is always present, no matter where you are in the world. Picture your twin flame as a shimmering light in the distance, always just beyond reach. And yet, there is comfort in knowing they are there, just as you are here. Perhaps, in some quiet part of your being, you remember the day you made the choice to separate, the choice to grow and experience life as an individual. It was not easy, it was not without sorrow, but you did it with trust in the journey, trust in the process, knowing that the path would lead you back to each other. And now, in this moment, as you listen to the whispers of your soul, you can begin to feel that pull once more. Your twin flame is out there, waiting as you are waiting, and the longing you feel, the ache in your heart, is not a burden, it is a blessing. It is the sign of your soul's evolution, the sacred force that will lead you to reunion. And so, the soul embarks on its journey, the journey of separation. It is a sacred separation, not one that is driven by pain or punishment, but by divine intention. For in order to reunite with your twin flame, you must first know who you are without them. You must first become whole within yourself. The separation of twin flames is a natural part of the cosmic dance. It is essential for each soul to grow, to heal, and to learn the lessons they have come to this world to experience. While the connection between twin flames is eternal, their physical separation serves a purpose. It allows for the growth of the individual soul, for the healing of past wounds, and for the creation of a foundation that will support the union when the time is right. During this time of separation, you may feel as though you are wandering through life, searching for something elusive. You may experience periods of loneliness, confusion, or doubt, but know that these feelings are not signs of failure. They are part of the process. They are the reflections of your soul, calling you to go inward, to heal, to rediscover your essence. There are moments when the separation feels unbearable, when the longing for your twin flame becomes overwhelming. But in these moments, remember that this longing is not a weakness, it is a strength. It is the force that propels you forward, that reminds you of who you truly are. It is the fire that burns within you, guiding you toward your purpose, your wholeness. In this time apart, you may meet others, experience other relationships, and grow in ways you never imagined. Each connection, each experience serves to prepare you for the reunion that is to come. And while the path may be filled with challenges and heartache, it is also rich with wisdom and transformation. When you look back on this period of separation, you will see that it was not a time of being lost, but a time of becoming. It was a time of growth, of shedding old layers, of releasing fears and attachments that no longer served you. In this space, you found your own power, your own voice, your own sense of self. The separation, though difficult, was necessary, for only when you stand in your own wholeness, in the fullness of your own being, can you reunite with your twin flame in a way that is truly transformative. And so this separation is not a tragedy. It is a gift that allows you to prepare for the divine reunion that awaits. As the journey of twin flames continues, there comes a moment, a profound, soul-stirring moment when everything shifts. It is the moment of recognition, the moment when your heart knows, beyond reason or logic, that you have met your twin flame. The world may blur around you, but within, you feel an unmistakable knowing. You have found the one who mirrors your soul. Perhaps you've walked through life meeting many souls, each with their own beauty and lessons, each contributing to your growth. And yet, when you meet your twin flame, something extraordinary occurs. Time stands still. The air is thick with the presence of something divine. It is as if the universe itself conspires to bring you together, to align your energy in a sacred dance that echoes across time. It is not merely the attraction of two bodies. It is the meeting of two souls that have always been meant to come together. In that instant, the deepest parts of you recognize them. There is no need for words, no explanation necessary. You feel the cosmic pull, the connection that is older than this lifetime. And you know, in your very bones, that this is not a coincidence. This is destiny. And yet, as beautiful and profound as this recognition is, it can also be overwhelming. It may awaken dormant fears, past wounds, and hidden insecurities. The recognition of your twin flame is not always a peaceful reunion. For when you look into their eyes, you are not just seeing them, you are seeing yourself. And there are parts of yourself that you may not yet fully embrace, parts that you have hidden, parts that you have yet to heal. The twin flame journey is never simply about blissful union. It is about the deep, often uncomfortable work of facing yourself. Your twin flame will reflect your highest potential and your deepest fears. They will be your teacher and your mirror, guiding you towards self-awareness and growth. In this recognition, you come face to face with the truth of who you are, your light and your shadow. But this is where the magic of twin flames truly lies. The intensity of this reflection is what brings you closer to union. It is through the recognition of yourself in another that you begin to heal, to shed the layers of illusion, to break down the walls that you've built around your heart. In the recognition of your twin flame, you discover that the path to reunion is not through escape or avoidance, but through acceptance of who you truly are and who they truly are. For in the end, twin flames are not two separate beings. They are two halves of a whole, and it is only through embracing both parts, yourself and your twin, that you can begin to experience the fullness of your connection. So, when you recognize your twin flame, take a moment to breathe deeply. Let the knowing settle within you. Do not be afraid of the intensity, the overwhelming emotions. Let them move through you, for they are the signs of the deep transformation that is taking place. This recognition is the spark that ignites the flame, the first step in the reunion that will ultimately lead you back to wholeness. Once the recognition takes place, the dance of twin flames begins in earnest. But this dance is not one of effortless harmony or smooth steps. Instead, it is a profound exchange, a mirror that reflects not only the beauty and love that exists between you, but also the pain, the unresolved wounds, and the fears that still reside in the depths of your soul. Your twin flame is a mirror reflecting the truth of who you are, and this mirror can be both healing and confronting. When you stand before your twin, you see yourself in ways you may have never seen before. Every fear, every insecurity, every unhealed part of you is reflected back to you, sometimes in a way that feels almost unbearable. But this mirror effect is not something to be feared. It is a gift. For only by confronting these aspects of yourself, those parts you may have hidden away or avoided, can you truly heal. Your twin flame does not come to make you feel small or broken. They come to challenge you, to invite you to face the truth of who you are, and to grow beyond the limitations you've placed upon yourself. In their eyes, you see not just your beauty, but your scars, and in seeing your scars, you are given the opportunity to heal them. This is the magic of twin flames. They are both the catalyst for your growth and the healing balm for your wounds. The relationship is not about perfection. It is about deep transformation. Through your twin flame, you are shown the deepest layers of your being, the parts you have hidden even from yourself. In this sacred union, you will experience moments of bliss and moments of tension. You will feel the pull of love, but also the push of resistance. There will be times when you wish to run, to escape the intensity of it all, and yet you cannot. For no matter how far you go, no matter how much distance you place between you and your twin, the connection remains. It is unbreakable. In the mirror of your twin flame, you are shown the path to your highest self, but this path is not always easy. It requires you to face your deepest fears, to confront your own shadows, and to accept yourself in all your fullness. It is through this acceptance that true healing can occur, and it is through this healing that union can finally take place. The mirror effect is not about judgment or blame. It is about love and acceptance. Your twin flame reflects not just the parts of you that you love, but also the parts that you have yet to love. And in this reflection, you are invited to expand your heart, to embrace yourself fully, and to allow yourself to heal. After the mirror effect, after the lessons and the growth, after the healing and the shedding of old wounds, there comes a moment, perhaps quiet, perhaps profound, when the twin flames finally come together. This is the union, the sacred merging of two souls that were always meant to be one. It is a moment of deep peace, of profound knowing. The tension, the struggle, the challenges that came before melt away, leaving only the purity of love. The reunion is not about completion, because twin flames are never truly separate. It is about recognition. It is about the coming together of two beings who, through their individual journeys, have come to understand their deepest essence. And so the dance begins again, not one of separation, but of union. It is a dance of balance, of ebb and flow, of giving and receiving. Twin flames do not lose themselves in the other. Instead, they create a union that honors both the individuality and the oneness of their souls. Together, they are more than the sum of their parts, but each remains their own unique expression of the divine. In this union, there is a sense of coming home, a sense that everything is as it should be. The twin flames create something new, something sacred, something that transcends time and space. Their energy, when joined, creates a vibration of love and light that ripples outward, affecting everyone and everything around them. The union of twin flames is not about perfection. It is not about creating a flawless relationship. It is about creating a space where both souls can continue to grow, to heal, and to evolve. In this sacred space, love flows freely, without fear, without limitation, without hesitation. This dance of union is static. It is ever evolving. The twin flames continue to dance, to learn, to expand. Their union is a living, breathing entity that exists beyond the constraints of the physical world, that brings both healing and turmoil. It is the moment when the shadows rise to the surface, as if the very essence of your soul has called them forth. These shadows are not merely fears or doubt. They are the deep, hidden parts of yourself that have long been buried in the recesses of your consciousness. The twin flame journey is not just about love. It is about total transformation. True healing requires you to confront the darkest aspects of your being, the parts of yourself that you have kept hidden, even from your own heart. These shadows may include deep-seated traumas, unresolved emotions, and unhealed wounds that have lingered for lifetimes. When twin flames come together, they act as mirrors, not just reflecting the light in one another, but also the darkness. This is where the true spiritual alchemy happens. The very presence of your twin flame triggers a process of self-realization that often feels like an awakening to your deepest fears. They will bring to light everything you have tried to avoid, those parts of you that feel unworthy, broken, or unhealed. This is where the true work begins. The twin flame relationship is not about avoiding discomfort. It is about embracing it. It is about diving into the depths of your soul and looking at the parts of yourself that you may have denied or rejected. This is the phase of shadow work, a time when your twin flame triggers the deepest emotional and psychological growth. But shadow work is not to be feared. It is sacred work, a necessary step for growth and ascension. Through your twin flame's presence, you are given the opportunity to examine and heal your deepest wounds. They will challenge you to accept all parts of yourself, your imperfections, your vulnerabilities, your past mistakes. And in doing so, you will come to realize that these shadows are not who you are. They are simply parts of your human experience that can now be transmuted into light. As you journey through the shadows, you may experience moments of doubt, confusion, and even despair. The pull to run, to escape, to hide from the intensity of this emotional upheaval will be strong. But remember, twin flames do not come to bring pain. They come to bring you face to face with the truth. And the truth is that your healing lies on the other side of this darkness. The beauty of the twin flame journey is that while your twin may reflect your shadows, they are also the catalyst for your healing. Through their love, their presence, their unwavering support, you are invited to face your fears head on. And in doing so, you begin to shed the layers of separation, the walls you have built around your heart. It is through this shadow work that you will find your true power, for it is only by acknowledging and integrating the shadows that you can step fully into the light of who you are meant to be. Twin flames do not seek to perfect one another. They seek to help each other grow, to evolve, and to rise together in love and consciousness. And yet, despite the recognition, despite the union, the twin flame journey is often marked by separation, a period where the physical connection may seem to be lost, where the two souls find themselves distanced, sometimes emotionally and sometimes geographically. In these moments of separation, the mind may cry out in confusion, asking why, after such a profound connection, you must part ways. The heart may ache with the longing to reunite, to be whole once more. But in the separation, there is a deeper purpose. For the physical distance, the emotional space between you is but an illusion, a temporal separation that the soul knows is only temporary. In the grand tapestry of existence, time is a construct. The essence of twin flames is not bound by time. They are eternal, ageless. The separation may feel like an unbearable loss, but it is in these moments that the soul is given space to grow, to heal, and to align itself with its highest vibration. In the quiet moments of separation, when you are apart from your twin flame, the true work of integration begins. It is a time of inner exploration, of realigning your energies with the divine within. The twin flame relationship is not about clinging to the other for fulfillment. It is about learning to be whole on your own. And it is in this space of separation that you are called to remember your divine essence, to reconnect with your inner light. Separation is not the end of the journey. It is an opportunity to deepen your connection to the self. It is a time to reflect on the lessons learned, to process the shadow work, and to cultivate your own inner peace. Your twin flame is not lost. They are still with you in spirit. The bond between you is unbreakable, even in the moments when you are apart. In fact, the separation allows both of you to recalibrate, to find clarity, and to strengthen your connection to the divine. When the time comes for reunion, you will come back together, not as two separate beings, but as two souls who have transcended the need for codependency, who have found their own sense of wholeness, and who now come together in love, not out of need, but out of pure, unconditional love. The separation is part of the process, an invitation to trust in the divine timing of the universe, for everything unfolds exactly as it is meant to. Trust in this. Trust in the journey, even in the moments of pain and longing. And then, after what seems like an eternity, the reunion takes place. It is not just a coming together of two physical beings. It is the merging of two souls that have been apart, yet have always been connected on a deeper, more spiritual level. The reunion of twin flames is not a dramatic Hollywood-style event. It is quiet. It is sacred. It is a moment when everything falls into place, when the soul recognizes that it is home. There is no need for words, no need for grand gestures. There is simply the silent knowing that you have found your divine counterpart, the one with whom your soul has traveled through time.